Good evening and welcome to the December Recreation Commissioners meeting. I'd like to read a short notice. This meeting will be replayed via Xfinity Channel 8 or High Definition Channel 1072. It may also be accessed via the Government Access Channel Live Video on Demand archives on the Town of Barnstable's website. I'd like to begin with our roll call. When your name is called, just please say here. Jim?
Here.
Tony?
Here.
Brendan?
Here.
And I believe I have all the commissioners that are present this evening. I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the minutes from our November meeting.
So moved.
Do I have a second for that?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
And I should have acknowledged myself for Nate King being present. All righty, we're gonna have a pretty short meeting this tonight, but I'd like to just start off with a few comments on old business. And this is with the Cordial Eye mural that has been approved for the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. As a very active participant in the community over the past month, I've had several folks meet with me and have some discussion on the mural and have shared some ideas on how to maybe enhance the mural, potentially make it more inclusive. And that would be by choosing to include an extension of the mural with the participation of the children or the youth that use our youth community center. And I thought that that was pretty good feedback. And being a native of the community and having family members that knew Mrs. Fort personally, and knowing that Jenny Fort's dedicated her life to service for our entire community, and knowing that Jenny did not have any children, I thought that I might even see how the Cordial Eye community would take the input that I've received from several folks. So I did meet with one of the members of Cordial Eye, Tamara Israel, and I shared with her some thoughts. And, you know, I feel that it's really up to the artist to take the input.
I don't know my ear, but
do what they may with that. So the outcome is that they received the input and they are going to be meeting tomorrow evening, and they'll take the input that I received from several folks within our community. And if there's any changes, I will share that with you, or I will invite them to share it with our community, the recreation commissioners. So let me pause for a moment and see if anyone has any questions. All righty. Thank you for allowing me to share that with you. I'm going to now move into our new business. Bill Russell was unable to join us this evening because of another meeting that involves the pickleball facility that is being considered for the town of Mashpee, and he will be added to our schedule at a later date. Now we have an opportunity to elect officers for the calendar year 2025. And those roles consist of president, vice president. We also still have an opening for a chair position with CPC. and I'm currently on the board of Sandy Neck. Any questions about the um, offices for election? I do believe, John, help me out here. I do think we do need Tim to have a quorum, if I'm not mistaken, because we have two open seats. Is that true?
I think so. I mean, it's better safe than sorry to, maybe postpone to the next meeting to make sure we have everyone here.
So why don't we do that if everyone is in agreement with that? Feel free to, um, I think what I will share with everyone via email is the roles and responsibilities of the four positions that we have to fill. And I will also share the role of being a recreation commissioner since we have two seats opening. Does that sound like a good thing for us to do?
Sure.
All righty. So again, we also did vote on hosting our meetings every other month so that we will have a month, our first meeting will be January and then March, then May, then July, then September, and then November. And that if something urgent and important came up that involved the recreation commissioners, we would definitely come together to meet on that. We'll have virtual meetings with the exception of the one in-person meeting, which is held in July. Okay? So without any further delay, let's move to our staff reports. And let's start with Mark. Mark, can you give us an update on the Youth Community Center?
Yeah, thanks Renee, and hello all. I'll try to be quick. We finalized the sound system equipment upgrade in the rinks with a new touch panel for selection for sound selection and control panels installed on each rink. So that should be helping us out throughout the winter here, and it's a little easier and less cumbersome to use. So once we train kind of all the users, I think it's going to be a great addition. Then, like I said, just the ease of using and the access to it all is a lot more user friendly of a layout. Ice news: our youth hockey tournament this month is the Silver and Gold Cup. That's with Cape Cod Hockey Tournaments. That's this upcoming weekend, the 6th through the 8th. High school hockey has officially started. Today was the first day with tryouts starting at 2:30. And we've jam-packed our public offerings this month over the vacation. We actually have 2 vacation weeks for holiday break. So typically we don't start activities here until later in the day. Over the 2 weeks, we'll be kind of adding a bunch of public offerings, kind of starting at 8:30 in the morning and lasting throughout the day, just trying to offer as much as we can for the public during those 2 weeks of a holiday break. In the gym news, again, short, basketball's officially started today, first day of all winter activities across the board, but Sturgis East and West are here trying out for basketball. Again, added multiple public offerings over the 2-week holiday break to ensure that we have tons of activities for kids with that long break. And then we are ending our track program. This year we instituted a track program. Our new youth center manager, Steve Headley, he's an ex-runner himself. So he instituted a track program, started with 14 kids this fall. It's going to be wrapping up next Monday. And then there's going to be a youth jamboree at the track at New Balance on the 15th that he's going to be taking some of the kids who have wanted to run up there, kind of take the skills they've worked on over this fall and head up to Boston on the 15th. That's about it on our end, other than hunkering down and getting ready for the hockey season and all that winter brings here.
Renee, you need to
Okay.
unmute.
Mute, yeah.
Thank you, Mark. Do we have any questions? Very good, Mark. We haven't had a 2-week vacation window in quite some time, have we?
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
All righty. So
Thank you.
again, if the commissioners are in town over the holidays, I encourage you to stop by. It's a very busy, active period during these vacation weeks. All right, let's move to the next item on our agenda, and that would be John's report.
Right, we don't have a youth commission member here tonight, so I'm gonna kind of start with them first and pretty much just highlighting their event that's tomorrow night. Tuesday, December 3rd from 5:30 to 7:30 at the BACC, which is the Barnstable Adult Community Center. It's our 11th annual substance abuse prevention forum. The youth commission members got Barnstable Police to be there to talk to parents about things they can potentially see from their children. Kevin Rosario, who does our youth summit, will be there to talk to parents. The school resource officers, Officer Downs and Officer Stample will be there as well, just to kind of talk to parents about they have the hidden in plain sight trailer there to talk about where kids can potentially hide things that are not good for them. So it's a great night. If people could attend, that'd be wonderful. Unfortunately, sometimes these things occur earlier than you think. So if you have a child, 5th, 6th, 7th grade, it's better to get the information sooner than later to just to be aware of what's going on. As far as recreation goes, this past month, all town employees, we attended a human resource training at Town Hall on harassment awareness and prevention, which was good training, and we added a new sign at our front desk and some other areas where we interact with the public, just to make sure that our staff is treated with respect. I attended the Mass Park and Rec Cape and Islands regional meeting recently with a lot of directors and program staff from various towns. It's always good to talk with them about their problems, our problems. It's from small towns that are 1-2 people departments or big departments like ourselves. But sometimes we have the same problems and can help each other out. Mark and I met with a yoga neighborhood instructor. Unfortunately, yoga neighborhood is going to cease to exist starting at the beginning of the new year. But with the coordination of Mark and myself, we're going to take on this program to still offer free yoga to the community and free chair yoga. And we're going to be hiring an instructor to continue that, but the town will be operating it. Let's see what else. I met with Cape Cod Rowing. I think I might have talked about them last meeting, but I met them down at Woquacket Lake to review and go over like what the equipment they have and some of their needs for the future. And that was a good productive meeting to meet with them, since I really haven't met with them in person since I think just after COVID. So it was nice to meet with them. As far as aquatics go, we are selling 2025 parking permits. You can get them through the mail or online. To date, we've sold roughly about 1,700, which last year at this point we sold about 1,400. So we're roughly about 300 more than we were at this point. Hopefully it is a good sign. We'd rather have people get them now than to rush at the end to get them in, May or June when it's, busy time of year. Program wise, the end of November kind of saw the end of our fall programs, and staff was preparing for the winter programs, which start up tomorrow. All our winter activities, or for the most part, our winter activities start up tomorrow and through the weekend. In partnership with the HYCC, we held a dance on November 22nd, which saw roughly about 50 Kids attending the dance. We have some future plans for some other dances upcoming, and when we have that information, be glad to share that. We held our annual, I want to say it was like our 19th annual turkey shoot, where it's a parent or guardian shoots with their child or grandchild. And we saw a tremendous growth this year, which was really exciting for us because we were contemplating after 19 years or 18 years whether the event is kind of fizzled out. But we had over 100 teams compete. So that's roughly, a little over 200 people were in the gym. It was packed. Last year, I want to say we had about 47 teams. So we almost doubled more than doubled our participation, which was really great to see. And a lot of families had a great time. And last but not least, on November 7th, we held the Toys for Tot toy drive, which I talked about. But just want to bring it up again because we are accepting gifts until December 12th. So if you are listening to this and want to drop off an unwrapped present for a child in the community in need, that'd be wonderful. If you come into the front lobby of the HYCC, the box is kind of front and center towards the back, and it's decorated as a penguin fishing. You can't miss it. So we'd love for people to drop off unwrapped presents. But that's kind of my report for the month. If you have any questions, be glad to answer it.
Hey, John, can you give the details on the drug prevention program again?
Sure. Yeah, it's tomorrow night, so Tuesday, December 3rd from 5:30 to 7:30, and it's at the Barnstable Adult Community Center.
Okay.
And there'll be, Barnstable School Resource Officers there. There'll be Kevin Rosario there to talk to parents about, substance abuse and prevention. And there'll also be the Hidden in Plain Trailer site, which kind of is a mock setup of a child's bedroom, and it shows parents, ideas of where potentially kids could be hiding things. And that's all run by our youth commissioners. So yeah, if you could attend or people in the community can attend, that'd be great to see you there tomorrow night.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
And John, do you know if the session will be recorded?
I do not believe so. No, it's kind of an in-person event that will not be recorded.
So again, I would invite any of the recreation commissioners, if your calendar permits you to attend, even if you can't stay for the entire evening, just to shake the hands of the youth who worked hard to put this event together. That would be really great. Any other questions? Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see if it works, to give a brief update for everyone on Sandy Neck. So you can see my screen, yes. And I just thought that this picture of this amazing snowy uh, owl, one of the largest owls in North America, that will grace our presence at locations like Sandy Neck. So my little brief update here for everyone, hold on one second while this is one of the best times of year to visit Sandy Neck for a crisp, quiet hike while reflecting on how lucky we all are to enjoy the natural beauty of this surrounding area, especially when we look at some of the turtles, um, marine mammals, seabirds, and other live life that visit Sandy Neck and other areas of Cape Cod. I also wanted to use this time to make a public announcement that this is also one of the times when our wildlife might need assistance. So if you are on Sandy Neck and any of the wildlife is in need of assistance, never try to assist on your own. It's important that you call the Sandy Neck staff, and their number is here, 508-362-8300, or you can find that information on their website. So if time permits, take the opportunity to visit Sandy Neck during this really cold, crisp time of year. I also want to let our listening audience know that when they are in the spirit of gift giving, um, there are so many cool items from both the Recreation Commission that can be purchased for gifts and stocking stuffers, as well as the merchandise at Sandy Neck. Any questions about Sandy Neck and the things that are available for us all? All righty. Let me get back to our group. We have a pretty short meeting this evening. Are there any comments not um, anticipated for us to address? Any public comment? Any ideas for topics for our January meeting, since we'll be meeting in January and then in March? I think I'll go ahead, John and Mark, and try to reschedule Bill Russell. And if you can think of anything that is fitting to add to our January agenda, let me know. And let me look at our calendar so I can make sure we have the correct date for our January meeting. Everyone's quite quiet this evening.
It should be,
I
it should
hope
be January 6th.
January the 6th. All righty. And again, for the listening audience, we currently have 2 seats available for the Recreation Commission. In 2025, we will be meeting 6 times a year, every other first Monday of the month. Most of our meetings, 5 of the 6 meetings, are held conveniently and virtually for you all. And we will have our in-person meeting in July where we give out the annual awards to our staff and youth workers. All righty, if there's not any other comments, I'm going to ask for a motion to end our December meeting.
So moved.
And a second, did Sandra, did you get who made the motion? Who made the motion, please?
I think Tony beat me.
Tony beat you, and then I'll let you go, Jim, with the second.
Second.
All righty, and I just hope that everyone has a safe and enjoyable holiday season with their family, friends, and their community. And I look forward to seeing everyone in January. Take care, everyone. See you in
Happy holidays,
January.
everyone.
Thanks.
Bye-bye now.
Holidays.
Bye.
Happy holidays, everyone. Bye.